Hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So today I've got my Plan With Me week 21 of 2025. So that would be May 19th through May 25th. As per usual, I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my sidebar. So I've got my meal planning sticker or my menu plan sticker. So that was for the week. It was grilled brats, creamy chicken with rice, Alfredo pasta, sausage with cabbage, leftovers, teriyaki chicken, and then baked chicken thighs. And then I've got this lovely Erin Condren quote sticker. It says, "Let go and move on." A reminder I feel like I've needed a lot the past few weeks. Okay, there's that one. Okay, and I actually am putting down 3 different weekly trackers for this week. One is meditate, one is vitamins, and then the other one is journaling. And I did not journal every single day this week, but I did meditate every single day, and I did kind of use those two in conjunction. Just life has thrown a lot of curveballs here lately, and just trying to keep up with everything. Oh no. Okay, that is so thoroughly upsetting. I cannot put this here without cutting off part of this banner because I already put my sticker down there. And that's totally okay. I will just have to make it work. So I did snip that really quickly. And here, let me put that down. Did I do it a little bit crooked maybe? It's all right. Here we go. And then that looks fine. And then there's another like upper washi that I also need to trim so that it matches. Okay, I should have cut that a little bit shorter, but again, that is okay. We have revised. And I do think that the Erin Condren like sticker kits are very cute, but I feel like there's not as many functional stickers as I'm used to when I'm ordering like full kits like from sticker shops on like Etsy and whatnot. But that is also kind of like Erin Condren specific. But overall, I do think that they are good quality stickers. I've never had any of them be like not properly cut or anything, so. And they are only like, I think they're like $4 or something. But of course I will have this one linked below for you guys if you want to pick it up. Okay, I think that is pretty much it for what we can lay down right this second. But I am also going to add my checklists because these are smaller checklists than what I'm used to. And then I've got these little check it off stickers that I wanted to throw on here because they're cute. There we go, that looks good. And then I will write out the chores as well, to the best of my ability anyways. Well, let me get all the stickers down, then I'll start writing stuff. I always get ahead of myself. Okay, and then this one is for Wednesday. And then again, we've got our check it off sticker. And then Thursday we have a checklist and the check it off sticker. Here we go. That has cat hair. What's life without a little bit of cat hair? Many of you are probably sitting there like, life without a cat. That's what that would be. I wouldn't know. I have a bunch of them. Most of them are sweet and mild-mannered. Some of them are not at all. Okay. Here's Sunday's checklist. And then our check it off sticker. There we go. And then let me write out the chores for each of these. So we've got trash, laundry, dishes, vacuum, bathrooms, and then my room. And then for Wednesday, I've got laundry, dishes, sweep, mop, home gym, and then my office. And oddly enough, my office probably needs to be cleaned multiple times a week because I feel like I have a very big desk and it just becomes a dumping ground for stuff. So plus every week when I'm doing like my plan with me's, I pull out like 10 million stickers and I don't always put it away right away. So I'm the problem. It's me. I know that. Okay. And then for Thursday, we've got laundry, dishes, kitchen, living rooms, car clean out, and then lawn care. And then for Sunday, laundry, dishes, weekly prep, pet grooming, fridge clean out, and then kids' rooms. And for the most part, they do clean up their own bedrooms. We don't go up there and clean for them. But reminding them is definitely a situation in and of itself. And I don't know why I flattened this out. But that brings us to Monday. So for Monday, this week I decided to mark all of my reading with big ol' smiley faces. Because I feel like that's one of the few goals so far this year that has definitely been going 100% according to plan. For the most part, I think if I remember right, I've finished 20, 21 books, something like that. But either way, we're loving it. So I read for 2 hours. I am also tracking in the back of my planner how many pages I've read so far in the year. So that's pretty awesome. I think I'm at or close to like 10,000 pages so far this year. So feeling pretty good about that. Loving it. And then I did want to add this box sticker here. Just a reminder to do all things with love, even when it frustrates you. Anyone who says that they don't get frustrated on a regular basis, You are lying. And then I did do some decluttering this day as well, so I added that in there. I did a workout this day as well. And I'm actually just gonna cover up these little flags because I really don't like them very much. And I'll put these gigantic sneakers right there. And on this day, I walked 1.4 miles. Oh, I got it on the stick a little bit. It's okay. Of course, it wouldn't be me if I didn't do some planning. So I did get some planning time in. And I got a little stapler for that. Just because. I'm not sure what else I would use a stapler icon for because I don't really staple a lot of papers. But either way. And then I also did the bills and budgeting this day. A little piggy bank. And then I will write bills and budgeting. There we go. And then also, I did use a shower steamer. I put my little shower head icon. Then I will write shower steamer. Okay, and that brings me on over to Tuesday. And of course, Tuesday I will log my reading first. Oh, that was an interesting sound. And I read for 1 hour. There we go. And then, of course, I did the menu planning. And I have this little tiny knife icon. So I will write menu planning. And then also my son had martial arts this day. Okay, so we are going to write son martial arts class. And then also, we had a birthday party coming up over the weekend, so had to do birthday shopping, gift shopping. Yeah, I'll write gift shopping. And then I will put this one next. For this one, I am gonna cover up those sneakers because I can. And I'm gonna put this big popcorn right here. And I'm gonna write solo movie date. And I watched Final Destination, Bloodlines. And while the 90s kid in me enjoyed the movie, I did definitely recognize that there was some absurdities in the movie as far as like what it really looks like when somebody is smushed by like a log, right? But overall, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I will probably watch it again someday, but I don't think I will be like dying to see it. Definitely wouldn't see it again in theaters. Okay, and then for this one, oh, there is one more thing that I was going to put on here. There we go. So I can put this one here because it fits. And then I did have my lovely little cup of tea. Then I will put this over here. Okay, where's my other pen? There's my other pen. Okay. So I had hot tea, and then we also had friends over for dinner. And then that brings me to Wednesday. So of course on Wednesday, I will start with my reading. And on Wednesday, I only read for 30 minutes. But that's okay. And then next was a YouTube post day. There we go. And then it was also a half day of school. Half day school. And then my son also had martial arts in the evening. There we go. There we go. Son martial arts class. And then let's see. A couple more items. Come on. Okay. On Wednesday, I watched Pray for the Devil. Oops. Again, writing over here on this coil is really hard. It's okay though, I'm not gonna die. And then also, let me see how far I can squish this over. This is going to be a little bit difficult. That'll be alright. Alright, that's going to have to work. My bad. Okay, so we had kiddos over for dinner. And then I did also have to do a prescription pickup. And I have this little bottle icon. And I'm just gonna write med pickup. Okay, and that wraps me up for Wednesday, the first half of the week. Now I'm going to flip this over and we will get started on Thursday. All right, on Thursday, I will start with my reading. Oh, good enough. And I read for 1 hour. And then, what's next? While we're talking about reading, I will go ahead and put this on here because I did finish book 20 this week. There we go. And then I will write finished book 20. And then the next item that I have is, oh, this one was a half day of school as well. Yeah, that should be fine. All right, and then I've got this little like schoolhouse type icon. Half day school. And then the next item that I'm going to mark is that I had some planning time this day. I think this was the day where I was really scrambling trying to figure out like what summer looked like for us. Planning time. And then after that, I'm going to mark here we go. I will mark that I watched Annabelle. Where's my pen? There it is. I keep moving my pens and losing them. Okay, Annabelle. Okay. And then after that, I will mark shower steamer. And then I also took care of shaving on this day. It always makes the shower take longer, naturally. Got this little razor blade. I'm just gonna put shaving. Luckily, I don't actually have to shave my legs all the time because my hairs are very, like, my leg hair is very fine. It's nice. I'm not complaining. I would rather if that did not ever change. Okay, and then for Friday, now Friday was insanity. Because it was another half day, but also the last day of school. So I'm sure just like everybody else's children, my children were very excited. And I read for 30 minutes. Okay. So I'm going to start with this. Well, yeah, that'll be fine. This adorable little box here. I don't really like the way that those fit, but also it's okay because the last day of school is a huge deal for all the kiddos. Last day of school. And then I'm also going to mark that we went swimming. Let me put this here. put my little swimming guy right here. We went swimming, and I also got to bake a cake with my son, which I think that's like one of the first times that we've really baked in a while. Baking is not his favorite thing. Shocking, I know. But we did in fact bake this day, so that was fun. Oh, and we made Jell-O too. That's the wrong side. Baked a cake and made Jell-O. That was super adorable. And then naturally, being the boy that he is, he's like, can we eat the Jell-O now? And I'm like, it takes like 17 hours. And then we've got the next item. I did play some video games this day too. I'm sure you're wondering, I just have morbid curiosity, what game? Definitely Diablo. Diablo 4. I've actually been meaning to play today. I've got other things I'm trying to get finished. So, okay, and then up next, let me see, I'm on Friday, right? Yes, here we go. Very particular. I hate that sound. When my nail scrapes on this texture, it just makes my skin crawl a little bit. And I did watch an episode of Yellowstone. And then I also had a call with one of my friends. Let me flip this upside down. Then the little phone icon. Called a friend. And then, of course, I did have a little bit of me time. Come here, come. And I did a facial, well, a face mask. And then that moves us right on over to Saturday. And on Saturday, how long did I read? 2 hours. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll do it this way. Read 2 hours, and then after that, of course, I'm going to put down my YouTube video. There we go. YouTube video. And then we also went swimming on Saturday. Because why not? And then we had a birthday party this day as well. That looks good. Okay. Then we have a little birthday girly. to write friend's birthday party. There we go. And then we did eat dinner at a friend's house. And then did have a little issue with my car. Turns out it was a faulty spark plug. But when I tell you, feeling the cylinder fail was just not fun. Okay, and the last thing was just a bit of me time. Perfect. And then that brings me to Sunday. And on Sunday, I'm going to start with my reading, of course. And on Sunday, I read for another 2 hours. Okay, and then up next, the big item for Sunday is that we went to a concert. So I've got this cute little dressed up girly. You know, some days I wish that I had like cooler handwriting than that, but I don't. That's okay. We also had the grocery delivery this day. You know, putting down this sticker first might have been a bad idea, because now I need to write everything off of here just in case that smears. So I'll just write grocery delivery. Okay, perfect. And then next, we had planning time as well. Time. There we go. And then let me just place that. And then that concert, well, before that concert, we had a little date. It was like a combined date, but it's okay. There we go. So I will add this one in here. Sometimes I feel like I don't ever know how to place stickers appropriately. It happens. It is what it is. And then the last one Then the last item I have to mark is that my son was at his friend's house. There we go. And I will put that right there. Perfect. All without smudging. Look at that. Miracles do happen sometimes. Okay, so this wraps me up for week 21 of 2025. This was, again, that Erin Condren sticker kit. Overall, it was also the last week of school. So here comes summer. I hope everybody's ready. Let the chaos begin. I hope you guys are looking forward to summer, have some really awesome plans. Comment below any ideas you have for keeping the kids busy while I'm working from home. I would really, really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great week ahead, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.